Hello students, welcome back to the chapter 9 Strategies for the Enhancement in Food Production. Students, today in this lecture 6 we are going to discuss the different steps involved in plant breeding. Let's try to list the different steps involved in plant breeding. The first step is collection of variability, evaluation and selection of parents. Third step is cross hybridization among the selected parents. Fourth is selection and selfing of superior recombinants. And the last step is testing, release and commercialization of new cultivar. So this is a 5-mark question and 2 times in the board exam it is asked. So you have to pay attention to this video, student. Let's begin with the first step, that is collection of variability. First of all, what are variations? Variations can be defined as the differences seen among individuals of a species or a population for a particular character. So let's try to take one example. Say you go to market to buy rice, and for rice there is no one variety of rice present, there are so many different varieties are there. So those are differences. One may be rich with the protein, one may be rich with the color, one may be rich with the odor, but the species will be same. So these differences which are there, they are called as variations. Now let's try to understand these variations by taking an example of multicolored cherry tomatoes. So this is a baby tomato or a cherry tomato which occurs in 4 different colors. See, it is present in red color, yellow color, orange and reddish black color. But tomato belongs to one species. With respect to color, there is a variation. So that difference it is there, that is called variation. The root of any plant breeding program will be the genetic variability. So we should collect the seeds which are with different variations, and that becomes genetic variability. So what is actually our role? As just now I said, we have to collect and preserve the seeds or the plants. Say for example, with respect to maize, let's try to understand. This is wild variety of the maize. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means only few seeds are there. But such a type of a maize or a corn we have not seen. So if we come across with such a type of a wild variety, we have to preserve such seeds of the plants. Then another variety of same corn we will see. So this is a normal which we have seen, it is a common maize. And there is another variety of the maize is there which is said to be a relative of a common maize, and that is called flint maize. What is the difference? The color. Okay, so like this we are going to collect and preserve the seeds of the plants whose quality and quantity we are going to improve. So that is a first role of us. Then the plant breeding program is dependent upon exploitation of the natural genes for breeding programs. That is, we are going to make use of natural gene, and then we will make the genes to interact with the another gene of the other plant with a desirable character. So we exploit natural genes. For that we may collect entire plant or we may collect entire seed to do plant breeding, and if we do so, then it is called as germ plasm collection. So this germ plasm collection is asked for 1 mark 2 times in the board exam. So please make a note of this. Then evaluation and selection of parents. So what are we going to do? Once we identify the plant having desirable combination of the character, we have to evaluate the character, and then we have to select the plant to become a parent of a future generation. So we are going to identify plant based upon desirable character, and those selected plants will be made as male and female and will be used in the process of hybridization. Third step is cross hybridization among the selected parents. So selected plants will be made, one plant will be made as a male and another plant will be made as a female. So to use a selected plant as a female, we usually make use of a bisexual flower producing plant like this. So bisexual flower is a one which contains both androecium and gynoecium. So why we do this? Because we can remove easily the anthers from the growing flower bud. See, we have to remove the anthers from the bud, from the flower in the bud condition only, as there will be no pollination in the bud condition. So we can make the use of forceps, and then we can remove the anthers. The process of removal of anther is called emasculation. Once again, this is 1 mark question. So emasculation is done with the forceps method without harming the other parts of the flower. We are going to just remove the anthers. So once we remove the anther, the plant becomes a female, and if in the same way if we remove the gynoecium, then the plant becomes a male. So we made a selected plant as male and a female, and then they are made to get involved in the cross. Emasculated flowers will be covered with a butter paper bag to prevent contamination of the stigma by the other pollen grains. So to prevent pollination, cross pollination by unwanted sources. This process of putting the bag over the gynoecium or stigma is called as bagging. When stigma of the bagged flower become receptive, we are going to collect the anthers from the selected plant. Then we are going to dust the pollen grains onto the stigmatic surface. Again the plant will be, that is flower, will be rebagged, and they are allowed for the development of a fruit. That is, flower is allowed for the development of what? Fruit. So then from the fruit we are going to get the seed, and as a result of this there will be hybridization, that is crossing will be taken place, which will be of a desirable character. So crossing of two selected plants to get desirable character which are different genotypically is called as hybridization. So we will get a hybrid vigor. So let us try to understand in what way we are going to cross the plant. Say we have selected a plant which is with high protein quality, and we are going to cross this plant with another character like disease resistant quality. So what we need? We want both this character in one plant. So as a result of this, a new plant whichever we get will get high protein, will be with high protein, and also will be with a disease resistant character. So the new young one which is produced is called as a hybrid vigor. The fourth step is called selection and selfing of superior recombinants. So now recombinants we have produced by crossing two parents with a desirable character. So what are we going to do now? We want those desirable characters only to flourish in the future generation. So we will not allow the hybrid to undergo cross pollination, we will allow it to undergo self pollination. So progeny of the hybrids observed for desired character and plants exhibiting hybrid vigors will be selected, and then disease, that is hybrid vigors will be having the characters like disease resistant and proteinaceous plant, which is allowed for self pollination. So this is not allowed for cross pollination, this is allowed for self pollination to get homozygosity in the cell. So that becomes what? Selfing of superior recombinants. Now the last step is called testing, release and commercialization of new cultivar. So newly produced plant after several generation of self pollination will be selected by a expert technician for its agronomical character. So agronomical characters in the sense the characters which we wanted to be present in the new plant. If those characters are there or not, those will be tested by the technician. Like the character can be a disease resistance, character can be a crop yield, etc. Initially, we are going to grow these plants in the research fields. Okay, so while growing the plants in the research field, we'll take utmost care, like under controlled ideal conditions we are going to grow, like we use fertilizers, then we provide a good irrigation, and then whatever the saplings will come, and those saplings plants will be grown in the natural fields. For 3 growing seasons in the different agroclimatic zone, the plants will be tested. All of a sudden, after testing once, the plant is not released into the market, the seed is not released into the market. We are going to test the quality and quantity of the yield of the plant in different zones of the country. Like if we take an example of India, eastern, western and north, south, like these 4 different regions will be selected, and then the plant is made to grow, and we will study whether it is giving the same benefit or not, and if we are getting the good yield in all the 3 agroclimatic zones, then expert agencies will be there. They are going to carry still more test, and then they'll release the seed into the market. One example for the agency which is doing the test is Indian Council of Agricultural Research, and also this is in India, and also there is another agency by name Variety Release Committee. So if the seed gets released by any of these committees, then that indicates that the improved variety is released, and they are going to give a new name for the seed that approves that new character is released by the government. So in this video, students, we discussed about the steps involved in plant breeding, which is a 5-mark question. The whole video what I explained is for 5 mark, whereas in the next video we will discuss green revolution. Hope you understood the contents of this video, students. Thank you.